Hi Libra, welcome to your yearly tarot reading for the year 2023. I do want to thank you so much for joining me, and I want to remind you this is general for your year, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But I also want to thank you in advance for your likes, your comments, and subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. And to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email. Everything you need is down below in the description box. But we'll begin by pulling an overall energy or overall message from the Sacred Forest Oracle. And then we'll pull, I'm going to do something different for yours and see if we like it. I'm going to pull, break down the year into 4 parts, right? 3 months for each part, okay? I feel like that was horribly put, but you get the point. And then we'll further clarify each section of the year to see how things are going to unravel, what to expect. Let's do some shuffling. I just heard feeling good, feeling good. I sense that it's a year of accomplishing a lot and certain changes being implemented, coming to be. I sense that you're also manifesting a ton. You're manifesting like, okay, a genius, interesting. You're manifesting like a master for Libra for 2023. Okay, coming out, truth. Okay, so I feel as if there's a very honest, truthful, feeling, overcasting feeling about this year in a good way. You're seeing the truth in everybody and everything. This feeling that at this point along your path, you can just see right through the BS, right? Your intuition's quite strengthened, excuse me, in 2023. So you're able to decipher who and what's right for you as far as new situations, as far as existing ones. Seeing the Queen of Swords in my mind's eye. But I also feel like it's assisting other people in certain ways as well, potentially through your business, through your job, or just people naturally coming to you as a Libra for advice, right? Or your standpoint on things. But I just feel like as well, you're standing in your own truth, right? Knowing more about oneself and who you're meant to be in this lifetime, what you're meant to achieve, and people are quite impressed. I do love this imagery for you because I feel as if you're one with nature, right? When need be, you're one with animals, but you're just very confident, okay? Taking care of oneself, and it's a year of being completely honest with oneself as well in regards to what you need more of moving forward. Who and what, once again, is actually going to be healthy for you and aligns with you at this point along your path, given we're continuously evolving. I'm a Leo, Libra, Libra, if you're new to the channel. But we're continuously evolving as a soul, right? As souls. So to be one with that and to embrace it all the meanwhile, but to remember that this also changes who and what's right for us, okay? Changes as our path continues. Beautiful. Very powerful start. But let's move forward and pull from the Mystic Mondays and see what we get. We'll pull 1 card for the first 3, clarify them, speak upon them, and then clear the board and pull the other half. I do feel as if you could be getting an increase, experiencing rather an increase in your spirituality in 2023, at least at certain points. You're saying in increments. This can be a lot to handle, so take a deep breath, but I feel like you are built for it if that pertains to you. For Libra for January, February, March. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. I sense that you begin the year throughout the first 3 months feeling quite creative, right? Going after levels of fulfillment. A change you made, whether it's within these 3 months or it was at the end of 2022, it's helping you thrive. It's helping you begin again or just feel fresh and see things in a clear light. Not surprised to see the High Priestess, given that we were just talking about your intuition and your spirituality. The number 3, don't be surprised if the first half of the year, lots of synchronicities from Spirit, downloads coming in, pulling your own tarot cards and oracle cards. Could be a reader drawn to this reading. And I just feel like you're also going to be very much guided to watch specific readings. It's the beginning or the first half of 2023 in general that reminds you, shows you evidence that your world is changing for the better, okay? For the better. Can we even see the Truth card? Sorry about the lighting. But let's pull some clarifiers. I think we're going to do the light seers and then the small everyday tarot. What else do we have for the Knight of Cups? Okay. I'm going to put that back, but I feel like there is levels of mystery about your work or about what you do, what you're looking to change. They're showing me a chess piece, all right? Contemplating on what needs to take place moving forward, what needs to change. But yeah, I do feel like this tower moment that's taking place or just took place is transforming you for the better, okay? You could find that certain endings are being contemplated or just coming to be, or one specific one that just leaves things feeling lighter for you, okay? However that works for you. The Hierophant for the High Priestess. So I feel like, yes, the first half of the year in general feels quite world evolving, world changing, but with the High Priestess and the Hierophant for April, May, and June, I really do feel as if those 3 months truly highlight or simply entail world evolving changes taking place. So it just feels like things are continuously changing once again. Let's pull one more for this one over here. The Nine of Cups. When you release what's not meant for you, in comes a wish fulfillment, is what I'm getting. I feel like you know more than meets the eye and you're being strategic as to what you share. In January, February, and March, as we have here, you're seeing oneself with a wish fulfillment that reminds you there's more to come. I really feel like you manifested this. You might even be effectively manifesting endings for oneself that just feels right, okay? It's this year where you start off with a bang, releasing and just bringing in, attracting in who and what's meant for you. And it's just coinciding with wrapping up with that truth that we've been speaking upon. It just feels like going back to this over here, especially in the months of April, May, and June here. Your third eye is so open. You see the truth in everything once again. You're starting to see one's path illuminated in front of your eyes, to the point where you just feel confident in what lies ahead. You feel invigorated in just representing what it means to be Libra, okay? But you're showing people through your work, through your social media posts, those could be the same for you, through your conversations, through your actions, your changes, in your courage, that you're not the same person they once knew, especially those who have been with you for a while. Family members are astounded is what I'm hearing. Very interesting. But I really do feel like through these changes that you're experiencing, through the even ups and downs still, right? Still trying to figure out what's right for you. You will be reminded, if need be, to wholeheartedly trust your intuition, even when it comes to certain levels of spiritual guidance, right? Because I do sense that some drawn to the reading do deal with some spiritual messing with. But I do feel as if the month of May specifically leaves you noticing an offer flowing in that's not meant for you. Just because you can easily manifest and attract in offers left and right, opportunities, changes left and right for work, for business, for job opportunities for some, for friends, love offers, doesn't mean you need to settle or just accept all of which, right? Pick and choose. And so being such a strong, intuitive manifester, you need to get comfortable with saying no, or saying no thank you, saying this isn't right for me. I decided to accept this opportunity, or I'm so confident in my ability to manifest, to bring in at this time, to see my world change for the better, that I'm gonna wait a little bit longer for the right opportunity. Okay, so it's this feeling where I choose to stay single a little bit longer because I know there's somebody better for me, right? Or I choose to stick with this job for a little bit longer, even though it's not perfect, because I know there's a better opportunity a month or two down the line, okay? Some of you might actually be predictive in nature being drawn to this reading. And look at us, justice. So it is the first half of the year where you're gaining true levels of justice through what you've been putting your hard work and effort towards, right? You've been putting your blood, sweat, and tears into. Some of you, this is an online business. Some of you, this is in-person business or through your job, right? It could be you watering a specific connection you wish to see improved or just thriving moving forward, but it feels very career oriented for a lot. And this is leaving you feeling so invigorated, successful. It's leaving people astounded and just jaws dropping. I do feel as if you're very confident as well, going back to this imagery, a very bold, strong vibe about you where people don't feel like they should be messing with you, okay? And I do sense that some of which are seeing how spiritually connected you are, and this is playing into it all, even if that, again, comes with some spiritual messing with. But I do feel like when you're out and about running errands, when you're doing what you gotta do, as far as migrating to work or to go see people, potentially feeling like a bit more of a social butterfly in the first half of this year. They're saying in comparison to 2022, the point is heads are churning, okay? People are looking at Libra and seeing that you are glowing, seeing that you're looking good and just embracing change. I do sense that there's this vibe about you where you're an inspiration to others who tune into your work, who ask you for advice, who just you socialize with, even who you meet, to do what's right for them, right? If Libra does it and thrives through it all, what's stopping me? That's the vibe. And I also feel like you're being reminded in the months of April, May, and June, or at least at a certain point, that the ball is in your court, okay? The ball is in your court when it comes to, again, who and what you're manifesting, whether or not to keep people, places, and situations in your life moving forward. They're saying who's going to have a seat with Libra moving forward. That is such power, okay? And you're setting the tone for certain connections and situations that it just feels empowering all the meanwhile. And it's this confidence once again where you know what you're made out of, right? At least you're figuring it out along the way, and it just feels like you're not backing down. You foresee oneself being even more successful moving forward. And it just feels like a lot of people who knew this all along are so damn proud of you. Even people who questioned it or doubted it along the way, they're now so damn proud of you. It's like people are coming back around to see what you're up to, right? Wow, I shouldn't have second guessed Libra. Wow, I should have had given them my vote of confidence, right? Or just, yeah, right? It's like you, along the way, have just pushed forward and done what you needed to do and allow for oneself to not give up and ignore the naysayers and just be a powerful, manifesting, achieving kind of light in this world. And it's proving people wrong and proving people right all the meanwhile and just leaving oneself glowing through it all. Beautiful. They are saying now let these scales of justice, of balance, come into play for you, okay? Your fair nature is also taking a highlight. I do feel like people are seeing you as somebody who knows how to help people get along. Your innate ability to as well, to help people to bond with people quite easily, that's coming into play. I know for me personally as a Leo, Libra, given it's my rising and my moon sign, I feel and are perceived as a Libra, in certain ways a Leo as well, but I do feel as if, or I've seen recently evidence of the fact that my ability to easily bond with people and get along with people, have a nice smooth transition within conversations, it helps me acquire opportunities, okay? It helps me get ahead in life and just seek and achieve changes that are meant for me all the meanwhile. It helps me improve my life, okay? And it's just gonna, as well, on top of it all, wrapped up in it all, help you meet new people and embrace them all the meanwhile, but as well help you enhance the existing relationships, friendships that you wish to bring with you moving forward, okay? Just be careful, because I feel like some of you Libras are meant for a lot of fame moving forward and certain levels of fortune. And this does become more illuminated in the eyes of others. So do be careful and trust your intuition when it comes to those who would just now choose to ride your coattails, okay, or your coattail, however the saying goes, okay? We're only bringing loyal, honest, truthful people with us moving forward, okay? People who wouldn't just be there for the sake of the eyes peeled upon you or just the success and fame that you're destined for in this lifetime. Beautiful. I feel the need to clear the board, and we'll shift on to the second part of the reading. The last 6 months. Okay. I also feel like there's this vibe where you're very busy throughout the year and shifting into the second half, but you're not rushing. It's like if people try to rush you, whether it's customers, clientele, people you know, authority figures, you just don't let it get the best of you, or you'll tell them it'll get done when it's meant to, or you just intuitively know, okay, less is more. That's helping you. But to just take your sweet Libran time. Quality over quantity is another vibe. That was interesting how those two different messages were kind of alternating. Anyways, for the second half of the year, okay, the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, absolutely beautiful. So you enter the second half of the year and your creativity is thriving. I feel like that was highlighted in the first 3 months of the year, but as well in the months of July, August, and September. But I just feel like you are strong Leo and Taurus maybe in your chart is what I'm hearing, but you are getting back into a hobby in one of these months or at this point in the year where that just feels right for you. It feels good, okay? Your colorful way of being, that's taking a highlight. And I really do feel like you're seeing, again, what you've been watering, taking a highlight. It's thriving, it's growing, it's bringing in money, okay? It's bringing in more for oneself, and it's opening doors for you left and right. Your innate ability to trust your intuition when it comes to scams or just false offers, that's taking a highlight as well. Bear with me. You may be viewed like this in the eyes of some other people. The Queen of Swords in a very bold, a little bit guarded kind of way, but I just feel like you also need to remember, and other people may need to realize this, when other people bring out that side of you, that's a whole different scenario. But I also just feel like you are still reevaluating and trusting your intuition in regards to who and what deserves a place with you moving forward. Okay. Let's see, for the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, the month of June will feel invigorating is what I heard, but the month of July will feel even better. For whatever reason, I feel like you're thriving in July and August specifically, okay? The Seven of Pentacles again. So the number 77 coming into play for you. 7722, 7722, look up that angel number meaning as there is a message for you. I just heard life is better as I'm drawn to the word life. Life is better. It feels like things are improving for you in a lot of ways. Your ability to flow with the changes of life is leaving you with a sense of fresh air, right? A breath of fresh air, being able to breathe again, live your life to the fullest and just work your ass off, right? Because I feel like you are just that kind of person. It's like you see the success you desire, or more of which, in regards to what you've been watering, in regards to what you're meant to do in this lifetime, tied into your destiny, your life purpose. But then that leaves you with the hunger for more, right? That hunger just grows as you move forward throughout the months of July, August, and September. But it feels like although you're working really hard throughout these 3 months, you're also socializing when need be, or interesting, so beneficial socializing. Meetings of importance is what I'm hearing. But I also just feel like you're socializing for the sake of it, for fun, after you work or just on your day off. And it just feels like it's bringing a bit of life back into your situation, right? But you're thriving through your work, and that feels comforting. Okay. That feels to other people, it feels good to you, for you. Look at that. The number 33 is well coming into play. All right, and so the number 33 is talking to you about your spirituality, the attention you're receiving, the royalty about you. Okay, so the color purple coming into play naturally. And I just feel like you're being noticed for how much of a star you truly are. Okay. But yeah, the number 33 and 3 in general, again, speaking upon success for you. Success. Let me just take a moment and catch my breath. I do feel like, especially in the second half of the month, a lot of speaking, a lot of speaking. We also have the Page of Swords here. I really do feel as if you are learning more about how your business or your project, your hobby, your job, could be more than one situation for you, how that's meant to progress moving forward, how it's meant to evolve. And I feel like people are impressed in your ability to be a trendsetter, to be a leader, to guide the way for others. The accuracy is mind blowing, is what I'm getting. Okay. Your creativity is beyond beautiful in the eyes of others. All right. And, you know, creativity coming in different forms. Okay. You could be creating art, right? You could be, again, getting back into a hobby that's meant for you, that you took a break from, or finding a new level of success with it. It could make you some money. But I do feel like you are as well coming up with creative solutions like that. Okay. Ooh, I have to get comfortable. Bear with me. I do feel like as well, with that said and done, your comfort is taking a highlight. Are you feeling comfortable at work? Are you feeling comfortable when running your business or when at home? If not 1000%, when being honest with oneself, how do we fix this? Does it mean the situation needs to change up and be replaced? Or is it more so a situation where I can make a few creative twists and changes, or even, change my external reality to an extent, to feel fresh, to feel more comfortable? You know, it's that ability to take a moment, stop, and while that benefits you in the sense of healing, you are reassessing and just coming up with a solution quite quickly, right? In regards to how to feel more comfortable, how to feel a sense of clarity coming to be. I do feel like you need to recognize how effective your workout routine is, your implementing of self-care is, as you are glowing for all to see, okay? But I do sense that, again, in the months of July, August, September, even though you're socializing a bit, a lot of downloads coming in is what I'm getting now. You are so hardworking, so focused, all right? And I just feel like when it doesn't feel like work, that's when you know you're doing what you're meant to in this lifetime. That's a reminder throughout the 3 months we've been speaking upon. But let's pull one for over here for October, November, December. The Four of Cups. I'm not going to take this one, but I do feel like the last 3 months of the year reminds you that as you're gaining all of this attention, as people are noticing you for your work, for your hobby or hobbies, for how good looking you are, for the changes you're making once again, and your new sense of life about, you know, the way you live, about the way you are in general, the way you interact. It highlights again who and what's not meant for you, right? Especially who, because I feel like people are going to start reaching out from the past, right? Oh, wow, Libra's going places. Now I feel like I should be reaching back out, or I'm just curious to see what they're doing. You might see people changing before your very eyes and not liking the change that is coming to be, right? So therefore it's highlighting, you know, people do change, including you. So therefore you don't need to be keeping people with you if it's a change that doesn't sit well with you. And now we have 333. Okay, it's the last 3 months of the year, October, November, December, where you're feeling oneself given the chance by the universe to celebrate. It's like, take the weight off your back for a bit, because you've been very hardworking, and celebrate. It just feels like you will get together with certain friends or family members and you will celebrate and let loose. Even if that doesn't entail going out and having a night on the town, right? It could be a nice dinner or something of the sort, a comforting night in. You name it. It could be more than one way of celebrating, but it's this cheersing to Libra, to all you've been through, all that you've overcome, your new life, right? This year being life-changing and evolving, and it just feels like the growth for your business, for my entrepreneurs drawn to this reading, is outstanding if you take a moment to wrap up this year and look back, okay? It is outstanding, and it's leaving people in awe. Some people knowing all along that you were meant for success, and now it's like a long time coming, things starting to, you know, come to be as they're meant to a little bit faster. But I just feel like you are also just being noticed when you're out and about, right? Again, migrating, people looking at you and wondering how you do what you do, looking at you as very different, very unique, very mysterious, very spiritually connected, okay? Let oneself realize that you are to give yourself 1000% credit for all that you've overcome, dealt with, handled with a sense of maturity at this point along your path. It's as if this year you handled things with such grace that you don't feel an old version of you would have, right? You are so intuitive, once again, so spiritually connected and guided all the meanwhile, that things are just transitioning and evolving with ease, or at least more so in comparison to 2022 and 2021, and we're winding back. But it feels like it's a year where money and career is absolutely a focus for you. But whether you plan for it or not, whether you want it to be or not, connections take a focus. And it playing a really important role in your core soul evolution, okay? Because you're a social butterfly at heart, even if you do find oneself or label oneself as more of an introvert, you have some social anxieties, right? But I just feel like you are represented and viewed in a very honorable light. People are seeing you as someone who's going places and someone who is continuously changing once again, but that being a beautiful thing. And again, it's inspiring people to wrap up the year to embrace the changes in their life, to wholeheartedly go with the flow. That's another vibe about you that's being highlighted. Your ability to go with the flow, to be you, to be brave and be one with your inner truth and express the truth of one that you feel intuitively, and even spirit's truth all the meanwhile. You could be a healer being drawn to this reading, but the second half of the year as well highlights love for you. I do sense that this could be a time where there's levels of, or there's certain special dates that you're going on, right? This could be when you meet the love of your life or just that soulmate, or you find your relationship being taken to the next level. Don't be surprised if an ex reaches out. But I do feel like you're being reminded you're watched over, you're protected all the meanwhile. And especially when it comes to certain decisions you have throughout the second half of the year and just moving into 2024, okay? If I remember correctly, a recent read I did for Libra mentioned 2024 leaves you with more success than you can ever imagine. And it was such a random message that I noticed when editing the reading. It was a money and career read. I think it was for December 2022. And so that just makes me remember that, it pushes me to highlight the fact that as you get ready to wrap up the year of 2023, remember that 2024 is even more amazing, okay? To embrace each year as it comes and it goes, but just to recognize that you've been, forewarned, it's been predicted that 2024 is a better year for you. But it feels like a very powerful, very eye-opening, very creative, successful, life-changing year, being 2023. And I really do feel like you are being known, okay, better understood in certain ways, but then the mystery is still alive, which is key for dating, for friends, for your business, for your job, you name it. Keep the mystery alive to a certain extent. Be strategic. And I feel like it's a year where you are taking a stand, okay, interesting. Your voice is being highlighted as so damn important. And I feel like people are seeing your communication skills as something that's helping a situation evolve. It's helping other people out, right? Your helpful nature, once again, being highlighted. But I really do feel like you're going places. Word of mouth coming into play. People understanding that you are meant to be bigger than you are or have been up until this point. And things are just happening in divine timing. Your name is spreading, okay? People are seeing you as someone who's going places once again, who's meant for a level of fame. And I just feel like this very truthful, very powerful year for you wraps up with a bang, okay? With a powerful, positive bang, right? Of success, of being noticed, of growth and prosperity. It's a year full of abundance. As long as you notice it along the way, you're just going to see oneself feeling 100% different. They're saying 1000% different by the end of this year, but it's beautiful and it has a lot to do with the changes you've implemented and the honesty with oneself in regards to your external reality and how that needs to keep changing, and in regards to who you're becoming and what needs to change on a core level. Okay, I just feel like you're one shining star, and this is a year that reminds you and absolutely other people of just that. All right, so I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your year, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Libra.